The Knight and the Dragon, story and pictures by Tommy De Paola. Once upon a time, there was a knight in a castle who had never fought a dragon. And in a cave not too far away was a dragon who had never fought a knight. One day the knight went to the castle library and took out all of the books he could find on dragon fighting. Meanwhile, back at the cave, the dragon had rummaged through all of the things from his ancestors and found some books on knight fighting. The knight began to build some armor. The dragon practiced swishing his tail. Meanwhile, back at the castle, the knight was sharpening his sword and getting his bows and arrows just right, and polishing his lances, and shining up his maces, and painting his shields, until all was in order. Meanwhile, back at the cave, the dragon was practicing his mean looks. He was working at it until his eyes were like fire and he was as mean as he could look. The knight began practicing lancing the dragon, and the dragon began practicing lighting knights on fire. And on they went, practicing and practicing, until finally the knight and the dragon were both ready. They sent each other a letter and set a time for the fight. So they met on a field, and they paced off, and they ran at each other and missed. So on it went, trying upon trying to best each other. But alas, it all turned into quite a disaster. Luckily, a damsel came by with a library and said, "Why do you not try something more constructive?" So they both began to read her books, and one was titled The Outdoor Cookbook, and the other was How to Build a Barbecue. It apparently was a very good idea. The dragon used his talents to cook the meat, and the knight used his painted shields to carry the barbecued hamburgers. Everyone was very happy. The end.